Yeah, exactly right, Mark. Unfortunately, I wish I had better news that we were totally quiet going throughout the rest of the day today, but Mother Nature is just making the beginnings of our weeks here very, very active. Now, as we look outside back over toward Roslyn, it is quiet for the moment. Yes, plenty of passing clouds, though, out over Roslyn and much of the district inside the Beltway. And then if we look out to Hagerstown, a little bit more blue sky, but still we have that cloud cover in place out there, and that's just a sign that this storm system lingering over the Great Lakes and much of the Northeast, it has not completely left us yet. And this is the latest severe outlook, the update brought in by the Storm Prediction Center earlier on this morning. It pushed back a level 2 risk for severe weather back into the district along I-95 and all locations east toward the eastern shore here. Our western counties back toward the Shenandoah Valley, not even in the severe outlook, but that just goes to show that, yes, some portions of the viewing area could still experience severe weather today, and a lot of that severe threat is going to be heavy rainfall and the possibility of flash flooding once again. Folks, if you walk outside, it feels like you're walking into a wall of water. The dew points are extremely high, and look at the difference from west to east. It's slightly drier, less humid to the west, but with dew points in the mid to upper 70s across D.C. into southern Maryland, the air is just full of moisture that these storms can work with to produce that heavy rainfall later on today. Now, satellite and radar picture, like I mentioned, it is quiet. We just have passing clouds, no showers, no storms as of yet. But here is that storm system I was talking about. Multiple low pressure centers just to our north and a cold front that is now moving east of us, but it's still close enough that it could spark up the showers and storms as we go into the afternoon hours. So folks, here we go as we progress toward the early afternoon here, and we go toward the mid-afternoon as well. We are going to start to see some of that storm development out there. Some of it's going to start in northern Virginia. The rest will be off to the east here, and at times we could see a couple of heavier downpours develop along I-95 back over toward the DC metro as well. Now, again, most of this activity will focus south and east across southern Maryland back over into the portions of the eastern shore. And by 8 o'clock, we are talking about most of this activity really coming to a close that quickly, folks. But it is going to be a stretch of time from about 2 o'clock all the way into the start of the overnight that we could experience a couple of those heavier downpours out there across the DC metro and over toward locations east of I-95. So we need to be on alert because, folks, like I showed a little earlier on, some locations picked up 2 to 3 inches of rain just yesterday. You get another inch or two of rain on top of that, some of those same hard-hit locations could then experience flash flooding once again. So here we are, the severe threats today, more so. We are concerned about the possibility of flash flooding once again. If we get a couple of stronger storms in the mix as well, some strong wind gusts cannot be totally ruled out as a threat as well, and some small hail as well could be in the mix with that also. So again, it's going to be one of those days. We just need to stay vigilant through the afternoon, early evening time as this last bit of storm activity works its way across the DMV and especially our eastern counties. But once we hit the overnight hours tonight, it turns quiet, and look at the rest of this 7-day forecast, folks. Nothing really is going to be happening outside of a stray shower on your Friday morning. Temperature-wise, well, we stay classically warm, especially toward the end of the weekend coming up here. We could be talking about the 90s making a return by Sunday.